Hello, and welcome to week 2 of Microsoft Word. This week, we're going to look at creating and editing a Word document. Let's look at this week's objectives. Creating and editing a document, using Word's non-printing characters, using spell check, changing page orientation, changing page margins, and applying character and paragraph formatting.
I'm in the Word environment and I have a document open. At the very top of Word, we have what's called the ribbon. The ribbon goes all the way across the screen, and the ribbon is broken down into tabs. You have the File tab, the Home tab, the Insert, and so on up to the Help tab. If I click on the Insert tab, it goes to a different part of my ribbon. And every tab is broken down into groups. So I'm on the Insert tab. We have the Pages group, the Tables group, Illustrations, always found at the bottom. Clicking back on the Home tab, I have the Clipboard group, the Font group, the Paragraph group, the Styles group. I'm going to look at the Paragraph group and the Font group in separate videos. So for right now, I want to concentrate solely in the Paragraph group on what's called the Paragraph or the Show Hide button. So right now I'm looking at my document. It looks very nice, clean. If I turn this on, it gets a little busy looking. These are called non-printing characters, and this is the Show and Hide button, and it turns them off and on. You don't need to have them on all of the time, but it's nice to know they exist and what they're used for. So it helps you maneuver and get around your document. So at the end here, you see what's called the paragraph mark. That shows you the end of a paragraph. In between each word, you're going to see little dots. That's indicating a space. So if I was to hit the space bar, if I turn these off, just showing space, these would not print. At the end of the line, Changes, Papyrus, 18 points. You see a little crooked arrow. That's called a line break. It breaks short lines of text, and so it eliminates spacing after paragraphs. So we have the same text here. You see the space is further away because there's spacing after each paragraph. You see the paragraph mark indicating separate paragraphs. So the line break breaks short lines of text into a single paragraph. We also see an arrow here. This represents every time we're hitting the Tab key. So let's go ahead and start typing after careers. Please contact Dr. Callback. Noticing Word wraps to the next line, and so we're still on the same paragraph, period. Notice that Doctor, her title, and then Callback, her last name, is separated. That's because there's not enough room, and so it separates. If I did not want them to separate, and I don't, many new users would try to simply hit Enter. That does correct that. However, it's two separate paragraphs, too far away. So let me click the Undo key. Let me select that and show you another non-printing character. So as I'm typing Doctor, instead of hitting the space bar for a regular space, I'm going to insert what's called a non-breaking space. To do that, I hold down Control-Shift together with my left hand, and then I tap on the space bar. Control-Shift space bar, inserts again, a non-printing space, takes up just the same amount. So now when I type the last name, as soon as there's not enough room, it attaches, or you can think of it as gluing the title and the last name together. We're going to have a quiz this week on our non-printing characters, so let's recap. First we have the paragraph mark. Second, we have the space. It looks like a little dot. Third, we have the tab every time we hit the tab key. Fourth, we have our line break, that crooked arrow. And then our last, number 5, that open circle indicating the non-breaking space. Noticing some red wavy lines. Those are indicating possibly misspelled words. So the first one I see is the last name callback. That happens to be spelled correctly. If I right click with my mouse, I'm going to be given some choices. Because it's spelled correctly, I'm going to choose to add it to the dictionary. When I hit add to dictionary, every time I type this, moving forward, it will not be referred to as a misspelled word. Select the first line of text. Not really misspelled, but I'm missing a space there. So same thing, easy way to correct that. Right click, select the correction of text. Following formatting changes, misspelled, right click, formatting. So I can make some quick spell check by just looking at the red wavy lines, right clicking and making the correction. Down towards the end here you see there are many choices. There, spelled correctly but misused. It should be T-H-E-R-E. So a grammar correction is going to be in a blue double line. Right click and I'm able to make the right choice. Two other things I want to talk about before we move back to the classroom. So on the Layout tab, going up to the Layout tab, we have the Page Setup group. And specifically in the Page Setup group, let's discuss margins and then page orientation. So I'm clicking on Margins. Margins is the white space surrounding our text. And so the default is to have a 1-inch top, bottom, left and right margin. If I needed more room, I could do a narrow. Simply by clicking on this, it's preset. And you can see I have a 1/2 inch top, bottom, left and right. If I go back to margins, a lot of times I just go to custom margins because I don't need to affect all 4 sides. Maybe I just want to do a 2-inch top margin. And I can go ahead and do that. I'm going to take my margins back to normal. Page orientation, and it's nice it has a visual. The default is portrait, so it's taller than it is wide. I can, however, choose to make it landscape. Okay, let's go back to the classroom. You're going to read and you're going to watch some videos. Hint, non-printing characters. I just talked about this. This is your first quiz. You need to make sure you watch this video, formatting text. Scrolling down to the next one, formatting paragraphs. Those two videos are going to help you immensely do this week's assignments. So please make sure you watch those. Scrolling down to the bottom, we get to our assignments. Then we come to our next assignment, and this is working in Microsoft Word. So if you don't have Microsoft Word, please contact me so we can make sure that you get that loaded on your computer. Assignment 1, download. We click on that. It opens at the bottom. Microsoft Word is opening. Enable editing. And the first thing you want to do is just go ahead and save this. And so we're going to click on the File tab. We're going to choose Save As. I'm going to choose to browse. And very easy for me, I'm going to scroll. I'm going to just choose to save it to the desktop. I click on Desktop. It's called Formatting Text. And I hit Save. I go ahead and I do everything I would need to do. I can then come up to the Quick Access toolbar, hit Save, and I could close Microsoft Word. We're back in the classroom. Here's our instructions on that first word assignment. Scrolling down, we just were in the word environment. We saved it. We closed it. We're back in the classroom. We're ready to upload our submission. We click the Not Submitted. Scroll down. Over here it says Add Submission. I click on Add Submission. File Submissions. I'm going to click on Add. I'm going to hit Choose File. It's going to take me back to my Explorer window. I'm going to go to the desktop because that's where I saved it. Formatting. I hit Open. And I choose to upload this file. The file's there. Don't forget to hit Save Changes. As soon as we hit Save Changes, the file has been submitted to me and is now ready for me to grade. So grading status not graded. You've submitted it for grading. If you submitted it and you wanted to make a change, you can hit Edit Submission, make the changes, and re-upload.
Tips for a successful week. Do not procrastinate. Log in each day. Complete all the reading assignments. Watch the videos. The videos are going to be your fast track to completing this week's assignments. There's 2 assignments, so please make sure you watch the videos. Submit this week's assignments by Sunday. Note, you have no discussion board this week. Please contact me and let me help you cross that finish line. Happy week to everyone. Enjoy.